All right, team. Welcome to the Fit Ambition team call. I'm Kimberly, and I just wanted to thank you for being here tonight, or if you're listening to this on the recording. We are having a guest speaker tonight, so just make sure to check your back office. Make sure to check your back office for any breaking news and just any announcements that corporate comes from corporate. So tonight, I just want to get right into it. We have Leah Case with us tonight. I first met Leah at California, when we were in California in 2012. And I thought she was a sweetheart. I just followed her and I just loved her journey after you had a baby and twice since I've known you.
More babies.
Yeah. So it's been fun to watch your journey and I've just loved following you. And she is a 5-star in her first CBC. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. 1-star in her second CBC, and she's a 2015 Premier Coach, a 100K earner, organizational leader on the Leader Ladder, and a Success Club All-Star. So she knows what she's talking about. She's going to be talking about what to do with your new coaches when you sign them. You're like, I signed a new coach. Now what do I do? I kind of modeled some of her videos that she did for bringing in new coaches. So I wanted to ask her to show us her process. So take it away, Leah.
Thank you guys for having me. And I was scheduled to chat with you guys a few weeks ago, and my family has basically, we got like hit with the plague, basically, in every area of our life. So thank you for your flexibility. Because I'm excited to chat with you guys. And I like to keep calls short, and I love to answer questions at the end. So I will just kind of run through what I do and what has worked for me. I've been a coach for 7 years and have kind of like done all of the mistakes. I always tell my team, like, I'm the coach who learns the hard way. So learn from my mistakes, and then hopefully it can be a little bit easier for you. I'm like, I tell my team all the time, like, I thought Success Club was stupid, and so I didn't hit it. And then like once I finally started hitting it, my business exploded. So, try to learn from people that come before you. Success Club is not stupid. You should be hitting it every month. Okay. So I just wanted to talk to you about my processes. And, one thing that I've learned along the way, and I think you've probably heard it from your coaches, you've probably thought it yourself, is like, oh my gosh, what can I do to get my coaches to want this? Like, I want them to do this. I want them to get it. And the biggest lesson I've learned when it comes to getting people started is you have to work with the willing. And so I have 3 young children. My kids are 4, 2, and 7 months. My husband is a pastor, so he has a really crazy schedule. I don't have a lot of time to work on Beachbody, so my time to me is very valuable. So, I was doing getting started right calls with everybody. Like, all they had to do was sign up. We scheduled our call. And then I'm spending, 30 minutes, an hour and a half. Some people are chatterboxes. And then they're just like falling off the face of the earth. And so I basically, in my mind, and this is going to sound terrible, but I'm going to say it, feel like I wasted my time talking to them. And I know you guys, I see you, Sherry, nodding, so you're probably like, preach it. Yes, you know what it's like to just feel like this time that's really valuable to you is wasted. So I decided to make my getting started right calls. They have prerequisites that they have to do. So I'm going to start from the beginning. When a coach signs up with me, they get a big welcome email. And I'm going to tell you guys some secrets that I have used. So I use a system called Zapier, Zapier. And it is a paid service. They might have a free service, or there's definitely a free trial. But basically, when a new coach signs up with me, I enter their name and their email address into a Google spreadsheet. And then I set up some things with Zapier, and it auto sends the welcome email. And then it puts, so I have a new coach spreadsheet, and then it auto populates another spreadsheet that tells me like their join date, so I can keep up with my elite points and stuff like that. Since I was 4 points shy this year, that's not going to be happening this next year. So now I can have like my 2015, 2016 coaches on a spreadsheet. They also get entered onto like a Success Club tracking spreadsheet. So Zapier, basically, I enter their name and email address, and it auto does all this stuff. So it auto sends the email. It auto sends, like, I put them, if they ordered a challenge pack, it also sends them another email that tells them like, hey, you ordered a challenge pack, which means you signed up for Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand, so that they're not surprised by anything. It sends them all that information, and all I am doing is putting in their name and email address, which is, to me, like, it's those little things that save time. So it's Zapier. It's amazing. I love it. So it sends a welcome email. And the welcome email, I'm sure you guys have gotten one and you have one as well, but it sends them their Beachbody links, so all of their websites. It sends them an About Me form that basically just asks their story, their goals, what their challenges are, what their own personal health and fitness goals are, just a basic About Me form, just so I can learn a little bit about them. It's probably the same one that you guys use on your team because it's from Janelle. And then I have a team training site. It's super simple. I created it on Wix.com is the website. So my team website is teamrevolutionfit.com. If you want to check out all of these videos, you can hit training and the password is fitness. So that will give you access to everything we'll be talking about tonight. So it gives them access to the team site, tells them about our team Facebook page, all of that stuff, basic info, and then I tell them copy me. So the welcome email is nothing fancy. Again, it's probably the same kind of information you have. So here is where I took it to the next level to really make, to kind of weed out the people that I want to work with. So they cannot schedule a Getting Started Right call with me until they do, it's a 5-video training series. I say to do it in 5 days. Some people do it in a day. Some people do it in a month. Again, in that website I just linked to you guys, Team Revolution Fit, you can see these videos. So it's a 5-video training series that goes through the quick start guide that Beachbody gives us. So it gives them a link to the guide, and then the 5 days kind of walks through is it the 7-day quick start guide? I think it's called the 7-day quick start guide. So it walks them through that, goes over Success Club, goes over what Emerald looks like, talks about challenge groups, basically just kind of covers what I used to talk about in the Getting Started Right call in this 5-video series, because I felt like I was wasting a lot of time saying the same thing over and over again on Getting Started Right calls when I really just wanted to dig into it. So they have to do this 5-day video training series. And then at the bottom of the video training series is a link to sign up for a call with me in Acuity Scheduling. Now, in the past, I would bend over backwards to make their schedule work, but now they have to work with my schedule. So again, I have 3 really little kids. I have really limited work hours. I have calls available during nap times, and I leave 1 evening free a week for Getting Started Right calls. So they cannot sign up for a call until they've done the 5-day series and have gotten their About Me form back. So I use Acuity, ACUITY scheduling, but there is another free one out there that does exactly the same thing. I just haven't had time to switch over to it yet. It's called Calendly. So Calendly, Ly, does the same thing. And honestly, like it's the little things that I have found that save you so much time. Like Zapier, going back and forth texting to figure out a time to do a GSR call can take forever. Just sign up, and if it's important to them, then they will make it work with your schedule. And I do say, like, if none of these times work, let me know. But guess what? That's never happened. So we're finally to the Getting Started Right call. So my GSRs, instead of being this thing where I'm going over all the basics and like boring myself and them talking about these things, is when I say, okay, let's talk about the questions from these videos. Now, if doing a video series totally stresses you out, the great thing is that you can get on YouTube and find training videos that you like or you think are important for people and make that a requirement. So maybe pick 5 things that you think are really important that they have to do before the GSR. So you don't have to make these videos. So on the GSR, I go over any questions they have from the video training series, and then we set some goals. So this is where I find out, are you going to be a hobby coach? Do you want to make this a full-time gig? Or are you a discount coach? Now, typically, if they're a discount coach, they're not even going to sign up for a call because they're like, I'm not watching your videos, lady. So that's where we really set some goals together. I tell them the importance of hitting Emerald and Success Club in their first month. I found that I've been really hammering that home because I was talking with Keyshawn Graves, my corporate mentor, and just talking about the importance. I mean, we all know it's important to get them to Emerald in their first month, but really driving home, like getting their first 300 points so that they can start taking advantage of the team cycle bonuses. So we talk about like setting a realistic goal to get them to Emerald and Success Club in their first month. And we also set the date for their first challenge group on that call. Now, you know, I've had some people that are like, I want to start it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, no, we need to set it like 2 to 3 weeks out to give people time to order all of that, all of the basics like that. And then I've had people like, well, I think I'm going to do my first challenge group after I finish my own program and have my own before and after. And that's when I'm like, no, you're not going to do that. We're going to start it now. You can join my challenge group. We can run it together. Y'all know all of that stuff. So we set their challenge group date. And then I also let them know that if they hit Success Club in their first month and Emerald, then they get a gift from me. So I just do a mantra band. I'm sure you guys have seen those ads on Facebook. They're $25. They're just a little bracelet that has a saying on it, but there's other really cool stuff you can do too. So I put that out there. I say like, if you hit this baseline goal, that is a really great foundation. And we all know that when that happens, they're going to be excited because they're going to be seeing results in their business. And then they get a little gift from me. And it could be something from the dollar spot at Target. People love gifts, even little tiny ones. So, so that's what happens on our GSR. I keep it to 30 minutes. I set an alarm on my phone and then I wrap the call up because again, typically it's at nap time. So that's how I do the GSR, and it's really up to them how much they utilize that. Okay, so from the GSR, they go into a 21-day self-paced training. So I was doing Coach Basics groups, and I found that most people check out after 7 days, and it was driving me insane. So I created a 21-day self-paced group, and it's basically a Coach Basics group that I put, it's a Facebook group. It has 21 posts in the pinned post. I can send you guys a tutorial, I think, if I still have it, on how to do that if you're curious. But basically, I add them into this group and they go through the Coach Basics at their own pace. Some people do it in 7 days. Some people never finish it. But again, this is one of those things where you're going to work with the willing because you're giving them this information. It has 21 assignments. They tag me in it when they're done. So I'm responding to them just like I am in Coach Basics, but they're doing it at their own pace. So at the end of the 21-day self-paced group, we schedule a call. In their GSR, I also tell them that I am available if they want to chat every week, if they want to check in every other day during that 21-day self-paced group. If somebody is going to be working so hard that they want to chat with me regularly, then I want to chat with them, if that makes sense. If they're not proving to me that they are working, then I'm not going to have the time available for them. So we do a follow-up call at the end of the 21-day self-paced training. And then from there, what I tell all of my coaches, you know, I originally tried to do like follow up with people and schedule calls and all of this stuff, check in. But I basically said, like, I'm available whenever you want. They all have my link to schedule calls with me. And so I say, like, I'm here. If you want to chat every week, I want to do that. If you want to text me every day, that's fine. If you never want to hear from me again, great. So basically, I give them this stuff. I provide them, you know, levels of accountability. And then from there, it's kind of up to them. And it's really been great because once I started doing this, I've been doing this GSR process now for about 1.5 years. And I would say, I think the numbers, like when I had 5 coaches sign up and go through this, of those 5, 3 of them ended up doing a GSR. And of those 3, 2 of them like took the business and ran with it. And they're either strong emerald or diamond coaches, which is pretty good odds if you're looking at it. And then the 2 that didn't sign up for a GSR, I didn't waste my time talking to because they didn't waste their time or use their time wisely to go through my amazing videos. Just kidding. So that's kind of my process, and it's worked really well because, again, like my time is limited and I really want to work closely with my coaches who want to work with me, and this has kind of raised the bar. And then when they have new coaches come on, they can send them through the same videos, stuff like that. So I've created this resource for my team where I'm able to train all of these new coaches before people are ready to lead their own team. So that's kind of what I do. I know that was fast. It's really nothing mind-blowing, but I would love to answer some questions for you guys if you have them about this or anything really. I'm happy to answer.
I guess I have a question. Do you ever have your coaches go through, I know Christine did that Platinum University and I never finished it all, but do you replicate some of those videos? Do you send them through her stuff? Do you utilize any of that?
I will be really honest. I think that came out right when my baby was born, and I have not looked at it one time.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten through all of them, but I know they're short and quick, but I don't know, there's 14 of them, I think there is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great resource too. And that could be something like if somebody doesn't want to make their own videos, then make them go through that. And then you do the GSR. You know, there's so many resources out there. Or pull Janelle's team calls. Hers are amazing, you know.
Yeah.
I just think having that extra assignment before the GSR is the key, because those things are going to answer the million questions that they might have for you on the GSR. And then the questions that they are asking you are ones that you can really dig into, you know?
Yeah. Do you, when you do your calls too, sorry, one more question if anybody else has got any, do you get right to the meat of stuff then? I know that like when we've talked, Trina Gray has talked about getting coaches started right and is talking about finding the story and you know how she kind of digs, oh gosh, what was it? Where she kind of finds out how they could fit the business in their life, and she really listens to their story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have that much time, you know? So to get
I do that in my 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah. I was kind of wondering how you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they send me their about me, and usually people are so lengthy in their about me form. So we really dig into that and like really figure out what, you know, most of my coaches are just like me. They're moms of young kids. And so it's easy for me to relate to them because they can relate to me. So yeah, we do dig into that, but I cannot spend 2 hours on the phone with anybody. I mean, you guys know if you have kids, like that's not possible.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. Sorry. Go ahead, Sherry. No, go. Okay. My question for you, Leah, is what's your primary source of getting these new coaches for your training? Are you mostly Facebook? Are you Instagram? Are you doing sneak peeks or is it more through your Facebook posts? What's your main way of connecting and getting new coaches?
My main way the last year has been Instagram and converting them over like to my personal Facebook page. And I'm really just starting to dive into Facebook like page. It's been like a monster that's scared me for a really long time. I've used it and I have gotten some coaches from there, but my main thing has been Instagram. And then I was doing sneak peeks for a while. And then I felt like they like totally lost traction. Doing the groups, the 5-day groups, it was like my first ones were like, oh my gosh, I got like 6 new coaches from this, which is a lot for me. Okay. I'm not like one of these people who hit Success Club 1 million every month. But the sneak peeks, were great. And since my baby has been born, and like I said, we've been hit with like every trial. It's been Instagram the last 6 months. And then I've really been trying to figure out what's next. Like, is it Facebook Live? Is it the events? I've done a couple events. I'm sure you guys have seen them, like the PJ parties or whatever. And I have gotten no coaches from those. So I don't think that works for my market.
I've seen a lot of people doing those backstage passes where it's just like a 1 hour, like a power where you just throw posts in a group.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Whatever. And it hasn't been successful for me. And I don't know why. Because it's successful for the people that I've run them with. So again, though, if my target market is me, I would never attend one of those personally. So then my target market's probably not attending them, if that makes sense.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, I find my people from Instagram, and it's really personal messaging. But I do really want to figure out my next way to do like a net casting, because I think that's really important.
I know this is probably not real or off topic a little bit, but how do you get them from Instagram to Facebook?
Usually because Instagram and Facebook are creepy, they show up in my suggested friends. And then, you know, I connect with them through there, or I search for them on Facebook. So,
okay.
Yeah. It's creepy though, because I'm like, who is this person?
You know that they're owned Facebook bought Instagram. That's
right.
Why.
I know, but it's creepy to me that it's all, because I never look at Instagram on my computer and I don't use Facebook on my phone. So
yeah, it's all connected, I guess.
It's all creepy.
But that's another question though, because see, with Instagram, I'm more of a Facebook person, so I feel like on Instagram, all I get is other coaches or like other things. I don't know how you get like the regular people.
Okay, so that's the key, and that's where it takes the work and the time with Instagram is like if you're hashtagging like fit mom or mom of however many kids you have or lift weights, like you are going to target other coaches. So you truly have to like spend time finding your niche market on Instagram and then like engaging with them, and then they'll follow you back. So it's not like, for me at least, it hasn't been like people flocking to my Instagram. It's been me like truly networking with people on Instagram just like I do on Facebook. But it takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Yeah. Also, the other question I had too was, when did you, like at what point do you feel like you should create your own video trainings?
Well, again, I learned the hard way and I just did it last year. So I would say a little faster than I did, but what rank are you?
Well, I'm Emerald right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm Emerald right now. So, but I have a diamond. I'm just trying to get that other Emerald on.
I would honestly say, if you are comfortable making the videos, then make them.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Keyshawn and she was saying, so like an Emerald coach should be spending like 95% of their time building their network. So if it's going to take you all of your work hours to make these videos, then it's not worth your time because your business isn't going to grow. A diamond coach should be spending like 70% of their time building their network and 30% leading their team. 5-star and above, it should still be like 50-50. It should never be like, I spend 90% of my time managing my team. So I would say, unless, there's some people who have so much time to be able to work on their business, but unless that's you, I would say keep focusing on getting, expanding that network and growing your team. And then maybe just start doing videos here and there,
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the videos that I have on my site, it maybe took me 2 days to do all those videos, a couple hours.
Okay.
Not long. They're short,
Mm-hmm.
But I also did not edit them, and there's like mistakes all over them because to me it was like, I just wanted to get it out there.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what I liked about it though, Leah. That's what I felt like I could model, because it wasn't, like I just get so intimidated with when you have to get the lighting just perfectly and then you have to go and do this just perfectly. I liked it. It was so real. And I thought, hey, I could duplicate that,
Right.
I liked that.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think my ponytail was like this at one point in one video, and I'm like, whatever.
No, it's duplicatable and it's relatable and it's real. That's what I liked about it a lot.
One thing I've really learned and have had to embrace over the last year, and I'm in a mentorship right now that has really helped this too, is, I'm sure you guys follow like Shalene and Marketing Impact Academy and all of that stuff, and it is all super valuable, but it's more important to just be doing it than it is to be doing it perfectly. Mm-hmm. And so I just had to let go of that because I kept waiting for the time for me to be able to have my hair perfect and my makeup perfect and my lighting perfect. And, like it takes me forever. And then I do the whole video and realize I didn't hit record on my camera. When I can sit down on my computer and put a light in my face and hit record, it's just, you just have to get it done. And that goes against everything that Shalene says, but it's been really beneficial for my team. So
yeah.
I feel like sometimes too that I've had a lot of customers and clients and stuff say that they don't want the perfect look.
Right.
But sometimes there's just people out there that don't want that perfect look. I mean, I know she says like not to have toys in the picture and stuff, but being a mom, I'm like, if I have pictures of me with toys and the kids behind me, that's real life.
Right.
And I have more people that like that than this done up person, you know. And I think that's what, I guess, to me, they always say that, there's a lot of Beachbody coaches out there. So it helps differentiate you from other coaches. So.
Right. Well, and like I do post about my kids because if I didn't, I would have nothing to post because my soul. You know, so you're totally right on that. It's just, you got to do what works for you and do it, because what I found was happening was I was waiting for the perfect moment, and then I wasn't ever doing video trainings. I wasn't ever I froze on my social media posting. Even with my Facebook like page, like I just said that I haven't, like I'm really just getting my feet wet with that, because I kept feeling this pressure that it has to be perfect. It has to be done exactly right, when it's like, we'll figure it out, you know? I also told Kimberly, you guys, I've like had this thing on my calendar. So I put my kids to bed tonight, and I was like, oh, I'm going to wash my face and get in bed. And I like washed my face, do this with the towel, and was like, I have a phone call at 9 o'clock.
And you are just as gorgeous as ever.
So you really are seeing the real thing.
Yes. Oh, it's great.
Do y'all have any other questions? I'm happy to answer like anything. I really enjoy Q&As. So.
Anybody else? No? Yes? Okay.
Tracy, are you sitting in a dark closet? Because I keep seeing glimpses of glasses, but then nothing else.
Oh, do you? Ooh.
Yeah. It's like 10:30 here at night, so it's dark. I'm in a dark room, yeah.
Where do you live?
I'm in Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys for jumping on tonight, and I hope that it was helpful.
Yes, it was really, it's good to have, to have direction when people sign new coaches. It's like, now what do I do? What do I do? So
I know.
have a little bit of direction is just great to see how other coaches do it, get some pointers. So I appreciate you getting on with us tonight, Leah, and I'm excited to see you at Summit.
Me too. Is everybody going to be at Summit, or anybody? Yay!
So it'll be awesome, yes. But
all right, well, if you see me or if I see you, please say hi.
Okay, thank you so much, Leah.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.